Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Greedfall. I am back home in New Serene. I have left the Redwoods where we were doing one of our main missions last episode. And before I left, I actually did something else. You may remember these contracts that I found in that Bridge Alliance camp. So I had to kill some foxes and I had to kill some bandits and get their loot. And I thought, well, this doesn't sound like a very interesting mission. I'm just going to do it off camera and then I will go back to New Serene. Now, killing the bandits wasn't so difficult. I found them rather quickly and I killed them, I got the loot. However, hunting the foxes took a long time because you can't just kill any old fox. No. It has to be 4 very specific foxes at 4 specific locations. And even though the foxes do respawn in those locations after a while, the respawned foxes do not count for the quest. So it took me a long time to find those 4 specific foxes because they were not marked on my map or anything. I just had very vague descriptions of where to look for them. So yeah, I had to run around a long time to find these foxes. And obviously I ran into a lot of other enemies, black orcs, thieves, while doing it. And as a result of that, I leveled up not once, but twice. So I'm level 14 now. I haven't used my points yet. I wanted to do that off camera. But yeah, that quest was needlessly complicated. It's finished now, but it took much longer than expected to hunt these 4 foxes. Anyway, before we continue, let's see what we do with our new points over here. I could continue stasis and maybe my rifle skills as well. So this is crystallization. Stasis makes immobilized enemies more vulnerable to the next strike they will receive. Okay, but I need to get this point first, and now I can get this one. Alright. And I can actually get like magic healing. Useful to stay alive, indeed. This might actually be a useful skill too. Since I can't use potions on my companions, I think I should get healing as well. Even though I don't want to focus too much on the magical path and more on the melee path, but I think magic healing is going to be quite useful. Okay, so what do we want to do in this skill tree? Mental power, agility. I think I do need agility for a lot of the weapons that I would like to carry. I mean, strength as well, strength and agility. So maybe I'm going to start by taking more agility. Increases fury generation and all damage inflicted in melee combat. Yes, let's take agility. And we finally have another talent point as well. Now, this is going to be interesting. What do I want to do with that talent point? Intuition. Yeah, I have seen a few locations where I needed intuition to progress. Of course, getting more charisma might be useful. I mean, so far I passed most of my charisma checks, but I'm going to assume they will get more difficult in the future. And I may actually want to take at least 1 level of craftsmanship. So maybe I will take this. I actually have some gloves that give you 1 point craftsmanship. So I can use them for the most simple tools. So yeah, I don't know. What do I want? The next is level 17, so that's 3 more levels. I don't know how much levels there are. Is there a level cap? How many talent points do you get in the entire game? I mean, I can reset my skills if I decide that I don't really like my build. I think I'm going to take craftsmanship anyway. So I can get maximum of level 2 if I use the gloves. Or do I want more charisma? I haven't seen any pieces of equipment that increase my charisma so far. I have seen equipment that increases craftsmanship. So maybe I should actually invest it into more charisma. I don't know. Decisions. Screw it. Let's make her even more charismatic. There we go. And maybe the next point will go into craftsmanship. And until then I will just use the gloves to craft ammo and other stuff. Okay. So now that this is done, let's have a look at our quest. I would like to go to Constantin now and tell him what we found out about the ancient ruins. And then maybe we will finally deal with some of my side missions. But yeah, let's leave. I have exchanged my team again, since Petrus and Ciara have been in my team for a while now. I brought back Kurt and Vasco. Also, I may actually want to do some of their quests today. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Constantin, where are you? Oh, over here.
Happy to see you, my dear.
You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
Oh.
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
Well, that is disconcerting. I mean, if they had only mentioned this one that he doesn't look good, I would have just thought, okay, this is just a random piece of dialogue and it doesn't really mean anything. But now they brought it up for the second time, so I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with him. Maybe he brought the Malachor along from old Cyrene. I don't know, let's hope that's not it. But yeah, I'm here to report about the outcome of the battle.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Ciara's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Ciara told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Norts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Yes, I have asked all of this, I think. So I'm going to leave.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantin.
Look out for yourself.
Also, we told him that the Queen fell in battle, but according to our knowledge, she just has been kidnapped, right? So we still might be able to find her. Anyway, we got a new quest out of this, Mystery of the Ancient Ruins, but I think I'm going to put this one on hold for now, and instead I will have a look at our side quests. Now this one requires a little bit more work, I'm sure, and I have to leave New Cyrene for it. So I wonder what I would have to do for this one. I'm willing to bet that this takes place in San Mateos, since we need to find some stuff about the Mother Cardinal. So maybe we're going to continue Vasco's or Kurt's quest today. Talk to Kurt about the Ghost Regiment. Yeah, I wonder if this is available now, so I can continue this. I had to wait for a while, but apparently I can talk to him again. So what do we want to do first? Maybe we're going to start by talking to Vasco again.
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
Well, sure, that I can do. That's actually very close by, and at the same time we may be able to ask her about the ancient ruins. So let's take care of it now.
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Lorraine Morange.
And he's already in my team, so I think we can just do this right away. And I vaguely remember where to find Lady Morange. I think it's somewhere around the corner. We have talked to her before. Yep, it's the building over here. So, I'm back and I have more questions.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
There are a few things, actually. Inquire about the Darcy. Yes, this is Vasco's quest. Let's start with that.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastian Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Do not worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
Well, that was a flat-out lie, Athena, about, the business that you want to do with the Darcys. But okay, let's ask about the ruins as well.
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase. I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
Okay, I think I actually know what ruins you're talking about. So I have to investigate these ruins now. And I can understand that the ruins themselves kind of look like buildings we've seen on the continent. but the painting didn't look like anything I've seen on the continent before. Of course, I haven't really seen much. I mean, I have been in old Cyrene for a while, and it looked significantly different, but I guess there may have been some older culture on the continent that had these kind of paintings. I don't know.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Okay, so we got some clues for both our quests. Again, I'm going to put this on hold now. And yeah, it's the ruins near the old mine. We've seen it very early in the game, I remember that. But now we are actually going to continue Vasco's quest. So we need to find this person who might be his brother, right? If it's the son of the family. So let's head back to the harbor. Okay, so where can we find this person? Oh, I thought they were nearby the harbor. Apparently I don't misremember what I've been told. So, is this nearby? Yes, this is near the place where we want to go. Well, I suppose it is the port quarter. It's just not as close to the harbor as I thought. Okay, here we go. Madame Clerk.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madame Clerk?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastian? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
You are very rude. Pretend that you came to collect a debt. But I need a lot of intuition for it, I suppose. So I can try to use my newly increased charisma to convince her or offer a bribe. I mean, my chances are pretty good here. However, the bribe is not very high. So if a bribe offers me 100% certainty, I think in this situation I would actually prefer the bribe, just to be sure that it's going to work. So yeah, let's just bribe her. I mean, she's a business person, so I'm sure she will appreciate this, right?
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some gold to compensate for your losses?
I see that you understand the struggles of a simple merchant.
I thought so.
He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the alchemist district. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. But with Bastian, anything is possible.
Thank
Okay.
you, madam.
So I have to go to Hikmet now to continue this. Well, since I can't remove Vasco from my team until I finish this part of the quest, I think I'm actually going to continue this right away. But I'm going to use a caravan to travel to Hikmet quickly. Let's have a look at the map. Yep, I have to find Master Ferhat, the client of Bastian Darcy. Alright, I will need your services.
Greetings. My caravan goes through all the cities, and the journey is safe. So, where would you like to go?
Well, all the cities is a bit of an overstatement because there's only 2 cities. Oh well, 3 if you count New Serene. And yes, I need to go to Hikmet.
To Hikmet, please.
Alright, we are in Hikmet. No need to stop at a camp. But, oh, I see, we have to go through the outpost first. Alright, well, this may take a minute. I guess I'll bring you back once I found that alchemist. Alright, I think I found it. It's one of these houses where I have been to before, but I couldn't actually do anything because I haven't been doing this quest. But now I can talk to the alchemist.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the alchemist. But apparently, he's just a poor underling. Alright, here we go. Ferhat, let's talk.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Ferhat?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but I don't know where he is.
Of course you don't.
To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
Oh, great.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you are not telling us everything.
Oh, come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace.
Oh dear, well, this Darcy seems to be quite the handful. So, what am I supposed to do now? Search Master Ferhat's papers. Well, will he just let me do this?
I already told you that I do not know where this man is. Leave me alone!
Well, I do have quite a bit of money, so if it's not too much, I would be willing to pay his debt, I suppose. Anyway, let's see if we can find these papers.
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why do you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
Okay. I feel a quest coming up. Maybe I have to give him some ingredients and he will be helping me to get these papers. I'm actually seeing them right on the table. I saw the quest marker glow when I came down here. So the papers are here, but I guess I have to convince this guy to help me first. Anyway, what can you tell me about Bastian Darcy?
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
Okay, look, I can give you money. I can maybe give you ingredients. If I do that, will you help me get these papers?
What do you do here exactly?
I create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
So he's grumpy, and as a result of that, he's punching down. I see. Convince him to reveal what his employee is hiding. Even with my 2 charisma points, it's still only 75%. So I guess without 2 points, it probably would be 50%, right? Does it always increase in like increments of 25%? But yeah, this is my only option. I feel that there is a quest involved here that involves gathering resources for him, but apparently not. So I guess I'm going to use charisma again.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
Oh, you're right. Anywhere is better than here.
Success.
My boss did not only curse the name of the man you're looking for, he also hired some thugs to find him and our shipment.
Interesting. I think we may need to have a few words with your employer.
If you could also tell him that I am resigning, then I won't need to go upstairs.
Okay, I can do that for you. However, first, I would like to have a look at these papers. Letter from one of Master Ferhat's acquaintances. My friend, I am deeply saddened to hear about the difficulties you are facing as a consequence of your dealings with Bastian Darcy. I was told that this boy was inconsequential, but I did not think him dishonest. Alas, as you know, if you were to wait for his family to repay you, the wait could prove very long. Correspondence with the continent is quite slow. But there are other solutions. Debt collectors could prove useful. I hope that you will manage to find a solution to this problem. Okay. Well, not sure if that really gave me needed information. So apparently we're just going to talk to Master Ferhat again and hope that he will be more cooperative now.
You again. I already told you that I do not know where the man you're searching for is.
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
Ah, okay.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
Sorry.
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please, understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are, and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Okay, so we finally got a lead here. We need to find these debt collectors. And if we find the debt collectors, we will find Bastian. Alright. I can work with that.
I told you everything I know. I must go back to work now.
I totally forgot to tell your master that you quit. I'm sorry. So, where do I have to go? Right over here. Let's put a marker on it. And let's find these debt collectors. Apparently they are in an alley of ill repute. Guess this would be quickest way to get there. I'm not sure actually. Let's see. Let's climb over here maybe. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. But now...
Have mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, I think
I will repay everything, I swear.
I found them.
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I've fought uglier people than you.
True?
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lady, please do.
Well, I don't know. How much do I need exactly? 200. Again, I'm going to assume if I just pay, I have 100% chance that this will end well. And since it's not really that much, I collected a lot of loot when I was hunting foxes. And then I sold the loot and it gave me quite a bit of money, as you can see. So again, I think I'm going to pick the safer option here. And I just pay them. And I mean, in the end, they're just doing their job. I mean, in a questionable way, maybe. But they're still only doing their job and they're not like bandits or whatever. So I guess I'm just going to pay this guy's debt. Mostly to do Vasco a favor. I don't really care about this guy, obviously, but let's just pay.
Here, take this and leave.
Thank you, my lady. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Come
I'm
on.
sure it is.
We'll leave you with your weakling.
I hope I never cross paths with you again.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me.
Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you, who belongs to high society, will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there.
Oh,
and
dear.
since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact. In any case, I am extremely grateful to you. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and sea given. It was a pleasure, sir.
Okay. So, that's it? You don't want to, like, talk to him? Because, I'm going to assume he's your brother. But maybe he's just rather disappointed in his brother, so he don't actually want to reveal who he really is. I don't know. I guess I will go and talk to Vasco about it. Because, this quest seems to be done, at least for the time being. I don't see any more objectives here. So let's see what Vasco thinks about this.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
No, I can't actually talk to him about it. Alright, well,
I must leave you.
maybe I just have to wait a while and then we can discuss this. So,
Thank you.
oh,
Desarde.
well, there we go.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastian, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
Okay, so meeting his brother gave him some kind of epiphany that he doesn't really want to be part of that noble family anyway.
At the fiery blast,
Does this mean we have finished this quest now?
the best potions and
Yeah, apparently we have.
the
So maybe I can talk to him now. Let's see.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
Alright, apparently my relationship has increased to a friendly state, so now he actually calls me my friend. Yeah, so let's talk about your brother again.
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him in such circumstances must have been upsetting.
I had high expectations for this encounter. I was naively hoping for some emotional reunion, and I found myself in front of a conceited and selfish idiot. Need I say more?
Yeah, I thought that this is what happened. Let's see. Tell him that not all brothers are alike. Well, that's a given. Tell him that this encounter allowed him to assert himself. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, apparently he has come to terms with what he is, and he realized that he actually, likes who he is. So that's certainly true. Tell him that reality tends to be disappointing. That is rather depressing. I mean, it's kind of true, but it doesn't feel like the right thing to say in the situation. So let's pick this option.
While it was disappointing, this encounter must have allowed you to assert yourself and sweep your regrets away.
This is true, and I'm very grateful to you for it. You helped me and accompanied me in a period of doubt. Thanks to you, I feel like myself. It's a service I will not forget. Did you want anything else?
Look at these nosy people in the background. Can you please give us some privacy here? Seriously. And apparently I have more questions now about his tattoos. Alright.
What do the Naught's tattoos mean?
The first tattoo we get indicates whether we're sea-born or sea-given. The rest of them tell our story. They tell of everything we've been through, our rank, but also the storms we've sailed through.
Okay. Ask him to tell you about his tattoos, right? Ask him if they also depict his heartaches. Oh boy. I guess they do. Seems like a very personal question though. So let's be a little bit more general here.
What do yours mean?
That I am a sea-given. That I sailed through a hurricane when I was but a simple sailor. That I performed several voyages as a captain without losing a single man. Does my entire curriculum really interest you?
It's important to me that I get to know you better.
I'm flattered, but there are other ways to do so than questioning me, you know. Did you want anything else?
Well, I guess that's true. So let's stop the questioning.
I must leave you.
If you don't want to tell me about this. Yeah, look at all these people standing around and listening to our conversation. I guess I should be doing this stuff at camp, where we have a little bit more privacy, huh? Anyway, since we're done with his quest, for the time being anyway, I have to decide what to do next. Let me have a look at this. Okay, I'm friendly with Vasco now. So, that's nice. What else can we do now? We still have this quest over here. This is not a companion quest. This is just a general quest that we got from... Right, the letter that I found in front of our house. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will just spend some time exploring, because the episode is already kind of long, so I don't really have that much time left. So let's head back to a camp and we will travel to some region that still has some unexplored territory. Alright, I decided to travel back to the Redwoods region. I do not have any active quests in this place, but we have a few places that are unexplored. For example, some stuff over here. There's some kind of building or passage over here that I haven't checked out yet, and probably a few more camps, like this one over here. So I will go ahead and explore the rest of this area, at least the part over here. And I expect to run into more black ulks and thieves, so I'm going to cut a little bit out of it until I find something of interest. Alright, well, this is an interesting place that I just found. Had a few bandits here that I just killed. And we do have a camp over here, and I think this is actually the last camp in this region. Yep, 4-4. So, is there anything else in this region, or is this just some ancient native site without any further purpose? At least at the moment. It may have some purpose later. Okay, in that case, let's move on to this place. Apparently we have a merchant, so I guess it's another village. Alright, this seems to be that native village that we've seen on the map. The natives seem to be friendly. Village of Vigyagidav. Okay. We do have a merchant somewhere around here.
Can you come and see me?
I totally can. Well, this is not the merchant. This is actually someone who may have a quest for us. Okay, let's talk.
Bertir to Mud. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes.
Yes. Those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
You've been told before.
But to answer your question, yes. I am the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaigse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees, but they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Yes, planting new trees seems reasonable, so I guess I will do that for you. Let's have a look. Logging expedition. Assess the situation at the Colsan Glade. Is it somewhere in this vicinity? No. It doesn't seem to be on this map. Must be somewhere else. Unless it's one of these places over here. But anyway, I have a few more minutes. Let's see what the other question marks on this map are.
I have items you might like.
I'm going to look at the merchant later. This is not my priority at the moment.
Oi, Doig! I have items you might like.
So, how do I get to these question marks? There must be a passage just around the corner. Ah, I see. It's like a building that I can enter. And we have a fast travel spot as well. That's useful. Let's see what's going on inside here. Not much, but we might be able to talk to this badass looking guy over here. I like your mask. Dunkas.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Done god of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaigse. Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugaid Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were on Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here on Almanawi?
For a moment I was afraid she was going to ask about Lugaid Blau again. But yeah, let's ask a few questions.
What can you tell me about your clan?
We are the Beraig Nodas, the bearers of lifeblood. We earned this name by bringing the trees and the earth back to life. By restoring balance.
There are a lot of Onol Manawi here.
It is true. We were already healing the earth before the bond existed. The bond just made us better. Many of us have chosen to follow this path because we are proud of our role amongst our brothers. Our village is home to the largest amount of Donegada, along with Maybe Vishkadir. Is there anything else?
Well, you can tell me about the settlers.
What do you think of the settlers from the continent?
I think they behave like naughty, unruly children. They take what they want and break what they own without even understanding what they are doing. But they can learn and grow. And who would kill unruly children for being mischievous? Is there anything else?
That's actually a very generous assessment. But yeah, tell me about your village.
Tell me about your village.
We used to be nomads. We would go wherever Tia Freddy needed us until we healed the place. But the people of the sea came and hurt this place so much that my people had to stay here for a long time. For so long that they created this village, Vigigido, the place of the healed wound. Is there anything else?
No, not for the time being.
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Okay, so that was a nice little chat. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode here. And in the next episode, I may try to find that place for the quest we just got. I'm going to assume it's probably this place over here, since it's the only one on the map that I haven't discovered yet. And the guy said that it was a place that was pretty near, so it must be this one over here, I suppose. And then, I don't know, we have a bunch of quests. Most of them are main missions. I may actually want to pick one of those and continue. We'll see about that. But yeah, as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.